bringing us the roasted stuffed pork loin and something that, yes, she calls the best cauliflower ever. And believe me, it smells so delicious. I believe you. All right, now, you're really all about friendly meals for kids, but this looks a little complicated.
Yeah, well, you know, this was a special occasion. I made this for my husband's birthday, and since he is a professional chef, I had to bring it.
Yeah.
But still, it's accessible, bring it, okay? So just figure, you know, you've marinated the pork, very simple marinade, and the recipes online or on your Pinterest, I think.
That picture,
oh, yeah, that was my family.
Can we go back to that for a second?
Yeah, that's our family.
That's your real house? Is that your real house?
I was going to say, your house is so small.
We're into downsizing. We're into downsizing.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah,
and your kids are into planting? It's just wonderful.
Yeah, those things are dead. They're already dead.
Yeah. Is it intimidating for you to cook for Mark?
You know, it used to be, but now sometimes I'm actually going like, shh, enough. Because he will take it to a more complex level.
He's such a celebrated chef. I'm like, do you ever feel like intimidated? Or?
Yeah, no. I mean, it's. Sometimes I say, I know what you're going to do is great if you were going to, like, you know, cook for the Oscar party or whatever. But for what I'm doing,
this is Wednesday night. Shut up.
But I understand your kids prefer your cooking because Daddy's is a little bit too complex for them.
They do, and he'll put, you know, more spices, and he'll do the combining. You know, kids are like OCD patients. Sorry, but you are. Like, you never want anything to
I'll explain that to you in a little bit.
Yeah, right. So you got to be careful. So like something like this, it has the marinade adds flavor, but it's not too spicy. So obviously at least 4 hours of marinade. And then the key here is I cut it, and the big surprise, the big birthday present is that I'm going to stuff it with onions.
Okay. And now while you're doing that, Daphne, I'm going to ask everybody to bring in the pork loin so they can taste it.
Oh, great.
Okay. So you have onions that have already been sauteed?
Yeah, so I saute the onions, super simple, little red pepper flakes, caramelized. I mean, who doesn't love a caramelized onion? And the smell is fantastic.
Right now, I'm just going to put this thing to the test. We don't need to finish the rest of the segment. I'm going to go Max on this one. Max, take a look. Does that look good to you?
That looks really, really good.
Oh, right. Okay.
You may continue then.
So now there is, and I know Cristina knows how to do this. There's a very fancy way to tie up a loin, which chefs usually would do. But you know, if the regular folk at home, they're not going to do that. So listen, this is
what do you do?
Tie it like a shoe.
Tie it like a shoe.
Max could do this.
Okay.
Except in this case, a shoe is a big raw piece of pork.
Okay.
Okay. Just do it like this.
Like a little bow.
Present. Just a little present. Because people get intimidated by it.
They do, and they think they have to do that fancy knot. Well, let me ask you something. What kind of string would you recommend for the cook at home?
Just regular cooking twine. You can even get it at arts and crafts. Just nothing with a dye.
Of course.
So just, a little white, off-white. So I'm going to go through all these, but let's say through the magic of television. I already did it, and I take my marinade, and I brush it on, and I brown it. Always brown, because best fat is crispy fat, right? I think we can all agree on that.
So you brown it, though, in
brown on top.
Okay.
Brown on top. Okay, and then I'm going to put it in here.
By the way, the recipe for this is on our website if you want to know how to make the marinade and all that. Ooh.
I love it, again.
I wish we could. That's lovely.
Exactly. Thank you.
Do we have to have this sit for a while?
Yeah, you want to let it rest for about 10 minutes. But in the meantime, we're on to cauliflower.
Okay, cauliflower. Okay? Yes.
So the thing that I do is I take a red pepper, like we see here, take out the guts, roast it. I don't take the skin off.
Okay, why not?
For one thing, it's a pain in the tuchus. I only have so much time. I got little kids that are like, they want to come and help me soon, so I want to get it done before they come in and help me, And guess what? It's going to be pulverized, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
And I love that really roasty taste.
Right.
Anyway, so I've put the red pepper with the garlic, olive oil, just chop it up. Very good.
So
and
make
then
like a paste, right?
Yeah, it's like almost like think of it as like a pesto or something.
It's so delicious, the cauliflower.
Oh, you like it? Oh, good.
Poor Sophie, that's all she can eat over
She
here.
didn't have that accent before she tasted it, and then when she tasted it, it became a little more British.
It is. It's international. So here's the key secret ingredients: soft tofu.
Oh. This is the best cauliflower. I'm
right on my screen. This is what I love.
What do you think, Max? Did you taste it?
Thank you.
You like it? Oh my goodness.
It could be a dish in of itself.
Well, it can, and especially it's for my vegan friends. And there's always more and more. See, perfect. I knew you were coming, so I made you cauliflower.
How did you decide about the tofu? What does the tofu do to it?
You know what? Here's what it does. It makes it creamy without adding cream. So, none of us want to get any fatter, ideally. and frankly, I'm going to save it for my mashed potatoes. I want to save my cream and fat for when it really matters. You don't need it for cauliflower. So I just put a little oil, little water, sauteed your cauliflower. And the problem is cauliflower gets a really bad name because most people people just serve it like in steam and water. Ugh, no wonder everybody hates it. So you take this. So you put the tofu.
Let me just ask Daphne real quick. You seem to be enjoying that. Yeah?
It's really good.
Amazing.
I'm sorry, Jessica, I'm sorry,
it's
Jessica.
incredible.
I'm not this. I don't eat this because it is steamed and then
really?
it's sweet. And
Right,
this
exactly.
is amazing. This is so good.
Okay, so you're just going to pulverize this.
I'm
And it
going to
would
make
be-
this cauliflower tonight.
Yeah,
It's really good.
I'd probably pulverize it a little more,
Yeah.
and then you would kick up the heat just a
I don't
little
think
bit
you
here.
overstated it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I don't think you did.
Yeah,
I
you
think
guys are
this
so,
is
because
the
I know
best
you would
ever.
give me heck if I
I
had,
would. Of
so,
course I would.
yeah,
I was waiting
yeah.
for that moment, but
I
I was
know.
like, you know what? It goes right up, tiptoes up to that line. But no, you're on it.
It does. So by the time you've mixed this all in, your pork is ready to cut.
A slice? Okay, I'm going to
Yeah.
get all this
So
out of
we
the way
just-
so we can do it.
I don't know. Do I need to finish this, Christina?
Yeah,
Can
do
we
you
see-
have, I
Okay.
see you have, are these breadcrumbs or what?
Yes. So that's I always say comedy and cooking are the same. You want 3 beats.
3 beats, okay.
So with the cauliflower, you got the texture, you got the spice, but now we're going to add that little crispiness, which is thank you, Christina.
Is that regular breadcrumbs?
Regular breadcrumbs,
Okay.
breadcrumbs or panko, any of that jazz, and the sesame seed,
Oh, this is
and it adds just a little bit extra.
It is so
You can
good.
just
Isn't it? It really is.
I'm not a big fan of cauliflower.
Yeah, nobody.
See, I convert.
It's nobody ever.
Cauliflower.
It sort of goes into the same umbrella as broccoli.
Okay.
You're like,
I think cauliflower needs to get a new PR person.
I don't realize
Yes. Oh, did I not tell you my new endorsement deal, the Cauliflower Association? They've yeah.
All right, we're cutting
Okay,
it
now
open.
here's the big surprise. Happy birthday, honey. And let me show you what's inside your pork.
Wow, what's that?
Well, I'd go deeper. But anyway,
It's cooked.
It's an
You can
onion.
go deeper. You
well,
can
I
go-
mean the onion. I would have put the onion in
Okay.
deeper.
A little deeper.
But anyway, the idea is that you see this stuff.
Yeah.
And then it
Oh,
helps
nice.
make the pork softer and more flavorful in the middle because you don't want your pork to dry out.
Can we cut a second piece so I
Yeah.
can see what's in there?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, go ahead. Here